G'day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we break down the charts every single day. If you like money and you like crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Now in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can make millions of dollars in the next cycle. Now the first thing you guys need to understand is that time is running out. So Bitcoin has just hit an all-time high of $70,000 US. And the bull run has officially started, and this is where we make higher highs and higher lows. Now, why is this important? Well, for the crypto market, Bitcoin is the market leader. So when Bitcoin goes up and when Bitcoin is showing strength, the altcoins will follow afterwards and increase in price as well. Now, guys, the best time to invest was 12 months ago. The second best time is right now. Now, you've missed a lot of the early gains. I was buying down here at the absolute bottom of the market. But lucky for you guys, there's still time to make a crazy amount of money this bull cycle. Now, this is because the majority of money is made after the Bitcoin halving. And I'm going to show you this on the charts. So guys, our Bitcoin halving is in 37 days. And why is this important? Well, it's important because this is when the supply of new Bitcoin being mined gets cut in half, causing a supply shock. And what effect does this have on price? Well, here, these yellow lines here, these represent our previous Bitcoin halving events. Now, what we can actually see is every single time after our Bitcoin halving, we got a massive run up in price. And this has occurred every single cycle. Now, I'm expecting the exact same thing to happen again because we've been repeating the same pattern over and over again, where at the halving we get a massive run up in price, which is our bull market, followed by a bear market, then an accumulation phase. So bull, bear, accumulation, bull, bear, and now we've just finished our accumulation phase with our halving next month, and we're about to enter into a new bull market. Now, guys, you might look at this chart and you might not think that this is a big move, but I'll let you know every single person who accumulated and bought during our accumulation phase actually became multi-millionaires on this move up, and I'm expecting the exact same thing to happen again. Now, as well, guys, Bitcoin's price has actually doubled in 18 days or less in 3 of the 4 times that Bitcoin's actually made a new all-time high. So if we can actually look at the charts, we can actually see that Bitcoin has now broken all-time highs. And in previous cycles, it has doubled since that point. So I'm expecting some big moves for Bitcoin pretty soon, especially with our halving coming up. Now, guys, this is likely going to be a super cycle. And let me explain why. It's actually a few reasons, but the first one is we've just seen the biggest Bitcoin adoption event in history with 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs being approved. Why is this a big deal? Well, Bitcoin can now be traded on the stock market through these ETFs, which means that financial advisors, anyone that holds stock portfolios can now buy Bitcoin and allocate Bitcoin to their portfolios. So we've actually seen billions of dollars come into Bitcoin through these ETFs. And we can actually see that through the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, they've actually bought more Bitcoin than what's been mined every single day. So this red line down here, guys, is actually how many Bitcoin are being mined and traded per day. And this actually gets cut in half in April at our halving. So from a supply and demand point of view, when you have massive amounts of demand of Bitcoin being bought up by these ETFs and the supply getting reduced, the price only has one way to go, and that is up. And another reason, guys, why I believe this is going to be a super cycle is because crypto is about to see mainstream adoption. And this is where the utility of crypto is really going to start to shine, and we're going to start seeing more and more utility being used in our everyday lives. Now, as well, guys, all the technicals are also pointing to a super cycle. I made a few videos on this before, but one of the main reasons is we're actually way ahead of schedule. So if we go to the charts and we look at our previous bull cycles, we can actually see that we've never made a new all-time high before the halving. So in our first cycle, we can actually see that we only made a new all-time high here in February, which was quite a few months after that first cycle. And the same thing as well in our previous cycle. So we only saw a new all-time high in December of 2020. Now, we have just broken into all-time high territory. This is something that has never occurred in history. Now, why is this bullish? Well, this is bullish because it shows strength in the market and it shows that we're actually ahead of schedule. Now, we haven't even had the effect of the halving yet, where the supply of new Bitcoin getting mined gets cut in half, and we're already sitting at all-time highs, which is why I'm expecting this cycle to be explosive and to be one of our biggest cycles that we've ever seen. Now, if we pull a Fibonacci retracement, it actually gives us a price target for Bitcoin of around $200,000 to $230,000 a coin, which is absolutely insane. And to give you an idea, guys, of how accurate this indicator is, if we actually pulled a Fibonacci extension from our previous cycle, we can actually see that Bitcoin topped out exactly between our technical targets. And that's why I'm expecting Bitcoin to at least reach $200,000 a coin, but we could see it go even higher. Now, why is this also important? Well, we have to understand how the money flow works. Now, Bitcoin is the market leader, so Bitcoin always runs up first, but then the money will go from Bitcoin into these smaller cap coins. So after Bitcoin, normally Ethereum will run, then our high caps, and then finally our low cap gems. So while Bitcoin is sitting at all-time highs, a lot of these altcoins are actually sitting significantly below their all-time highs. Now, this provides us with a buying opportunity, but also a lot of these coins are gonna do multiples of their all-time high and get us some absolute crazy gains. You could be looking at 25 to 50x returns on some of these coins and even more on some of these lower cap gems. So we have to understand that altcoins are about to go crazy as the money flows from Bitcoin into these smaller coins. And we can actually see this on the Bitcoin dominance chart. So guys, if we have a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, this shows us the overall market percentage that Bitcoin has taken up. So in our 2017 cycle, Bitcoin dropped from 96% of the total crypto market all the way down to 35%. And this is where we got a massive alt season where altcoins absolutely exploded and got crazy gains. Then during our bear market, the Bitcoin dominance ran back up. But we can actually see in our 2020 cycle, we actually hit this descending trend line and we got another alt season where altcoins got absolutely insane gains. But one thing we can see is we didn't actually make a lower low. So this was our previous low during our 2017 altcoin run, and this was our low again during our 2020 altcoin run. Now, one of the reasons why I'm expecting this to be a super cycle and for altcoins to go absolutely crazy is I'm actually expecting to break through this level of support here and put in a lower low. And this is when altcoins are going to go absolutely insane and make us the most money. Now as well, we can see the price is actually rejecting perfectly off of my descending level of resistance. Now, I drew this trend line probably like a year ago, and we've got a perfect rejection from that level, and I am expecting the Bitcoin dominance to start to reverse and for money to flow into these altcoins. Now guys, what you want to do is you want to fill up your bags. Now, by now, your bags should already be packed. But if you're just getting into crypto, it's not too late. So the first thing you want to do is you want to fill up your main bags. And these are going to be the coins that you have the most conviction in. And these are going to be normally your safer picks inside the top 50. So find the coins you like and load up on them. Now, what you have to understand as well is that not every coin goes at once. So you ideally want to accumulate the coins that haven't yet pumped, but are still at relatively cheap prices compared to their all-time highs. So you can do this just by looking at the charts and seeing which coins are still cheap. For example, like a coin like Shiba Inu that's just pumped to like 400% in the last week. probably not something you want to buy right now. Whereas a coin like Casper, for example, that's been consolidating in a sideways accumulation zone and is on the verge of breaking out, is probably a good buy. Now, once your main bags are full, this is when you can start to invest in some more speculative plays, your lower cap coins with small market caps that are outside the top 100. Now, these coins are going to have high risk, but they're going to have more upside opportunity. These are the coins that are going to potentially 100, 200x, where if you can nail one of these small altcoin gems, you can make life-changing money. Now, guys, if you're not sure which coins to invest in, you can always purchase my top 10 picks for 2024. So these are my 10 favorite cryptos that I believe are going to make you the most money and then be the most profitable in this next bull run. So it's only $149 right now. And I'm so confident in these picks. For an extra $25, I'm actually going to offer a money back guarantee. So if you purchase my list and you haven't made profit on these coins in the next 6 months, I'll give you your money back. And as well, guys, I'm also doing one-on-one coaching. So if you would like a private session with me one-on-one where I can help you build a portfolio, answer any questions you might have, just message me on either Instagram or Twitter and we'll organize that one for you. Now, guys, the next step is to have a profit-taking strategy. So this is important because in the bear market, Bitcoin and a lot of these cryptos can retrace between 70 and 90%. And that's all of your gains gone. Now, I fell victim to this last cycle. I made between, I think it was around $30,000 to $40,000. And I was expecting everything to just keep going up forever. And I didn't understand bull and bear markets. And I got greedy and I got caught with my pants down. So I didn't take profit. I rode these coins that I made massive profit on all the way back down. And this is why when you're up and you've made a profit, it's important to cash out. Because at the end of the day, it's all paper gains. And until you actually put that money in your bank account, it's just a number on a screen. Now, there are a few ways to do this. So my personal strategy is I'm going to be dollar cost averaging out of the market. Now, you can also use technical indicators for this as well, but my strategy, I'm going to be scaling out in 20% chunks. So when Bitcoin reaches probably around 175K, if the altcoins have been exploding, I'll probably cash out 20%. Then if we go up to 200,000 Bitcoin, cash out another 20%. So I'm going to scale out in that way, but I'll probably leave a 5 to 10% moon bag as well, just in case. But guys, that's pretty much my strategy on how I'm planning on making millions of dollars. And by following these steps, you can do the same as well. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.